And ayan, I am live. Aloha, aloha from Hawaii. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. And I am doing my go live in my car today. I have an appointment, so I got here so early. Yeah, and so um where do I begin? What's the title? Here you go. Healing a past hurt through gratitude. Welcome to my 90 days go live challenge. I'm on my day 11. Okay. So, like I said, I am doing this 90 days go live challenge, and right now it's inspired by the book The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And like I said, paulit-ulit, repeat, 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 healing a past through gratitude. Okay, so first topic, I am gonna try to put on my eyeglasses because I cannot see. But then it seems like there's a reflection. But for those who do not know me, my name is Rina. I am from Hawaii. I am a registered nurse, mom of two boys, a Navy veteran, and a proud digital business owner because this business will retire me before I turn 50. Before I start with the topic, um, thank you to all the people, to the people that trusted us with their email address. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the ones that we haven't replied yet to, we will get back with you soon. Or the easiest way to go and learn more about this business, you can definitely go to my website, rnrinabn.com. Okay, so ang topic is healing a past hurt through gratitude. It says here, share a relationship that was once painful. So with this one, I think I'm gonna change it a little bit. I would go with change a maybe a situation that was once a painful. So for me, for the ones who do not know my story, if you haven't read my bio or my story up on my screen on my pinned one, I think I changed it though, but I had a pinned post before about me. It's basically I lost my parents back to back. So though that is actually that moment, that situation was very, very painful for me. For one, my mom was the first one who passed away, but it was unexpected. And what hurt the most was it was during COVID. And so I wasn't able to go home. And as you can imagine, being a nurse, taking care of patients during COVID times while I couldn't even go to my own parents' funeral, that was very painful to swallow, to accept. And you can imagine I despised going to work back then. And the thought of, you know, I'm taking care of other people, and yet I couldn't even be home for my own parents. So it was a hard pill to swallow during those times. And then even when they were gone, my mom and my dad, it's just, I couldn't get past I went to the stages of grief, and I couldn't get past the acceptance. I just couldn't accept it. And so it says here, healing a past hurt through gratitude. And I've always been vocal about this. It was through this business that um, everything opened up for me. I knew I wanted time. I just didn't know how to achieve it because I've accepted the fact that I'm just gonna live through the pain. I'm just gonna live through the anger. I'm just gonna live through the regrets because all I know is nursing. How am I supposed to have more time? I couldn't quit my job. I just couldn't quit my job and leave my job. I needed money, right? And so I was like, I'm not gonna go find another job just to spend more time at my work. And so when this business showed up, I was skeptical, very skeptical, but it got me thinking harder and harder as I read through all the emails that was sent automatically. I just kept realizing what I wanted in life, and I wanted time. But I also realized that I also needed money in order to have that freedom. You have to have a balance of both. And this is exactly um, the answer to my prayer. And with that being said, I have through this business, I have been vocal about this too. It was through this business that I found my faith back. And it was through this business that I started reading this magic book. And I practiced the gratitude. I never really practiced that sense of gratitude before this business. And it was through the transformation, it was through the realization, and it was through the start of this business that I have gone through a lot. And it really transformed me into a different person. And with that transformation, I started doing gratitude. And then what followed through was I started listening to Christian music. And then eventually I started going to church. So it's like a process, it's like a stages in my life that I went through. And it was, again, it all started with me reading this magic book. And that's why I always plug this book, because it really truly has changed my life. It all started with gratitude, and you will learn it from the book. What I mean with this is just I got closer with God. I started going back to God just from that being grateful, because when you start being grateful, even the littlest thing, you'll realize how we take things for granted. I know we take time for granted a lot. We say this all the time, like time is precious, you know, we should spend more time, blah, blah, blah. But we don't really know the meaning of that until you experience it. So that was painful. Yeah. So highlight how gratitude softened the memory. So that's basically it. I pretty much answered that. Highlight how gratitude softened the memory. With me being grateful, I'm not grateful that my parents died. Definitely not. It was very, very painful. But it was that experience that made me wake up from being asleep, being away from God, and not treasuring the time, not thinking about time that much. Because all I wanted was just like work, work, work. And I thought I was just work forever. And that's when I realized everything needed to be changed. I needed change in my life. And again, it all started with gratitude. It's just that little gratitude in me, and that it just kept multiplying and multiplying. And that gratitude replaced all my pain, my anger, my regrets. And of course, that's not in addition, but in conjunction with my faith. And once I started doing this practice and everything, um, a heavy load was really lifted up. I don't know who's watching. I cannot see. I'm on my phone. I'm not on my laptop, so I can't see anyone watching. But if you can just leave a comment, I will get back with you later. If you are one of the ones who gave me your email address, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment. But yeah, it was through that transformation, gratitude, that helped me felt so much different, transformed, and the load just felt so much lighter in my life. Every day it's a totally different. Okay, and then hold on. The last one is inspire the audience to choose peace. So that ends it with that. I'm at my 8-minute mark. When you have gratitude in you, when you have the feeling of surrendering everything to God, when you have that, not thinking of negative things, practicing more of positive thinking, it all boils down to mindset. If you listen to it, it actually all boils down to mindset. Even if you're grateful, even if you practice, if you go to church, even if you do all these things in the world, whatever practice you go do yoga, self-care, take care of yourself and everything. But if your mindset is not there, if your mindset, it's still messed up, I don't know how to say it in a better way, none of those are going to help. You can do all your gratitude journal for all you want, all the practices you want. But if your mindset is not clean, your mindset is not clear, it's not going to work. And so And says here, inspire the audience to choose peace. For you to be able to choose peace, this is just my own opinion, you need to have a clear mindset. You have to, if you are full of doubts, if you are full of fears, if you are full of anger, if you are full of depression, anxiety, and all that, you won't, it's hard to find peace. So I think that's it. I'm going to end it with that. I'm going to continue inspiring you. We're going to continue inspiring you with my 90 Days Go Live. I don't know how many more days. I think 17 more days if you were on the 11th. So 17 more days of the magic. Whoever is watching right now, I can't see any comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, the topics for today, the topic was healing a past through gratitude and share a relationship. For me, it was more of a share a moment in my life that was once a painful. And I highlighted how gratitude softened the memory. And lastly, I tried to inspire the audience to choose peace. All right, so I'm going to end it with that. It's 11 minutes. I'm going to eat my breakfast jackets for my lunch and some, anong tawag dito? Curly fries. I'm eating in my car. All right. As a reminder, always, always be grateful. Mahalo, thank you, salamat po.